How did our hero get so buff? By visiting the Earthworm gym. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Bobcat Wolf Bear. Groovy. Groovy indeed. Welcome to Earthworm Gym on Super Nintendo. So this is at least the way we're going to start off the stream tonight. I've played this game before a lot of times. It's been years, if not a decade or more, since the last time I played it. How's your night going? My night's going very well. Just had a delicious bowl of chili for dinner, and I'm ready to really start my night now. I hope that you're doing well as well. So I've played this game several times, but it's been a very long time. I don't even remember this. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if I've ever beaten this game. I don't know if I can beat this game or will tonight, but we're sure gonna give it our best shot. Yes, I do remember that. Gonna go snack a bit. I love how the cows say "well done." I quote them daily. Is that in this one or is that in the second one? I mean, it's probably in this one, since you mentioned it. I just don't remember. I confuse the two of them a lot. Hello, Sir Punks a lot. Good to see you. Glad you could make the stream. I know it's really late for you, so glad you could at least make part of it. Earthworm Jim is right. So let me go ahead and hit the start button. We'll take a quick look at our options, and then we'll get rolling. Fire, whip, jump. Alright, so our options are just, oh, we've got difficulty options. Alright, well, we're gonna leave it on. That is a weird Super Nintendo controller. Look at that. Hello, Lucent Jelly. Oh wait, there's cows in this game, and Cows isn't viewing tonight. Well, I don't know. I don't know if Cows is gonna join us or not. For a little bit, maybe I can stay. I took off work tomorrow. Were your kittens causing you trouble again? This game had many a cow. It sure did. Alright, I'm gonna push start. We're gonna get going. We're gonna see how far I can get. Okay, we have finite ammo. Though I believe, if I remember right, the game is pretty generous with ammo all around anyway. Oh no! It's a great tragedy of the cinematic world that they never made a live-action adaptation of Earthworm Jim starring Jim Varney. No kitten troubles. We have a friend visiting, so I took some days off. Sounds like a good time. Okay. Oh, can I get in between these stacks of tires here. It looked like there was some health or something. I don't know. I don't think I can pull this off. Alright, well, we'll keep going. One thing I remember about this game is I feel like I remember the level layout being very confusing. There's a lot of, like, back and forth and climb up here, climb down there. Which actually reminds me of, Aladdin on the Genesis. The level design in that game was very all over the place. Okay, we can't go above 100 health. Can I go back? Oh, I can't go back down. Oh, bummer. I was gonna see, I think I missed something up there with those, like, ropes and zip lines. Oh, maybe I can still get to it. Maybe it's over here on the left. There's a gun, but I don't know if I can get that. Okay. Oh, can I... So there's like a chain up here. Nope, I thought maybe I could whip at it and grab onto it. I really don't remember this game very well. How do I do this? How do I do that helicopter thing? Oh no. Alright. Well, I'm not going to mess around with that anymore because I'm going to run out of life if I keep trying to explore over there. Cows, hello! Welcome to Earthworm Gym. We were just talking about you a moment ago. We were wondering if you were going to join us. Since this game features so many of your favorite animal. Can I jump down? Yeah. We didn't want you to miss out. There are cows? Well, then I'm glad I'm here. Oh yeah, I think there are a whole bunch. Okay, I'm not doing so well in regards to ammo. I've somehow already blazed through 1,000 bullets. I like the zip lines. I really like that that first one down there where you have to propel yourself by firing. I think that's clever. Warning. Oh my. This guy's really making my life difficult. Please stop. No. We've already lost a life. That's probably going to happen a great deal. Oh, there he goes. Nice. I'm so confused by the premise of this game. What's happening? Trash can monster? Exactly. So the plot of the game is that Earthworm Jim is an earthworm in a, like, robotic suit that makes him human. It, like, fell from space or something. And we're on a mission to rescue our girlfriend. There we go. This game's kind of like a parody of a video game. Like, I mean, nothing specific. It's just full of wackiness. Oh no. Every boss is ruining me. But really, there's not much in this game that's going to make sense. It's kind of one of those things where you just have to turn your brain off and just go along with the ride. For some reason, it gives me Osmosis Jones vibes. I know I've seen Osmosis Jones, but it's been so long. I think I vaguely know what you're talking about. Fair enough, I can roll with it. Alright, this guy we're chasing, this is the main villain of the game. He'll pop up from time to time. I think we're racing him. Oh my. I didn't know that was going to get so bright and intense. Alright. I don't know. I guess we... Oh, we've earned a continue. Nice. That's good. I'm probably going to need those. What? I'm assuming that I carried over my lack of health from the previous stage. I hope that whatever that was that killed me isn't a one-hit kill every time. It's only stage 2 and the game has already sent us to hell. Kind of reminds me of... Whoa. So, I don't think there's any way to cycle my weapon. I picked up that, like, powerful blast weapon. And, I didn't even know I'd done that. But I don't... And it looks like... See down the bottom, it's got, like... blaster gun times 1. I think that means I've got one more of those powerful shots left, but I can't change my weapon. The next time I fire, it's going to waste it. To say the stage kind of reminds me of Be Prepared from The Lion King. Not the music, but the guy dancing on the tower back there for sure. I don't think I can fall off in a way that will let me get that stuff up there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I was supposed to do. From the top. Oh, it looked like there was an extra life up there. I don't know how to get up there. There's so many secrets like at the edge of the screen and everywhere, and I'm not sure how to go about making use of any of them. I think there's somewhere in this stage that we're going to be able to use our head whip attack to like swing across gaps. I seem to remember that being a thing. Yeah, like right here. That's why that's shining, just to get our attention. I don't know if I can reach it though. There we go. So kind of like that, but in the other direction. That's what we need. Can we spin? Oh, no. Well, I don't know. Okay. Nice. All right. Okay, so we need to get on this big gym and kind of run in place. Yeah. I'd really like to get that one up, but I think that I would cause more harm than good attempting it. Okay, we got a couple of these. Oh. I was expecting to be lifted again, not teleported. And now we fight a snowman, because, you know, why not? Those gems look delicious. They kind of remind me, of ring pops. What flavor do you think it is? Normally I would guess green apple, but it looks a little dark. A little darker than green apple usually is. I can't think of any other green flavor, though. I guess watermelon is green sometimes. I know the watermelon jelly bean is green. I don't know how to get the stuff above the rope, because I can't jump. I can lift myself up, but I can't seem to get above the rope. So I'm not sure how to get all those goodies. Thought I could jump over to that one up, but apparently not. It's quite difficult sometimes to tell what's in the background and what isn't. There we go. That's how to get a one up. Whoa. I want that continue. I don't want those spikes. So you can't jump and fire in this game, which is a shame, because when I see an enemy, my instinct is to try to do a fadeaway jump away from it and fire as I jump away, like I would do in Ghosts and Goblins or something like that. And all that does in this game is get me hit. Oh no. I can't actually reach that from down here without jumping. And run for it. There we go. Oh, there are multiple. There are multiple hooks we've got to swing from. This might take a few tries. Let's see. So I can whip straight up when I'm standing, but not when I jump. I see it. Hardest part of the game right here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, this swing. This swing is gonna be the end of me. Is that really the only way to proceed, is to master the swing? Oops. Well, I'm good at whipping for the hook way too early and way too late, but for some reason doing it in between is just not working out for me. Looks like that's what I have to do. They should have known. They should have known better than to make you have to do this. I believe. I mean, we've got to be able to get it one of these times. Oh my goodness, we got it and we still didn't get it. What did I do wrong? Is there another hook? I didn't see another one, but that platform seemed to be awfully far away. This is soul destroying. I mean, I guess it's appropriate. Look at where we are. Come on, Jim. You can do it. You can do it, Jim. Come on. Oh my goodness. No, I can't afford to die or fall back down. I want that health, but I know it cannot be. Oh. Hey, that was not cool. Finish him. I think I remember this part. I think he's gonna... Yep. Yep, that sentence was gonna be, I think he's gonna come out of nowhere for us. I'm on level 2. Let me remind you. I'm on level 2 and using a continue. Oh, nice. We get to start here. It looks brutal, though. I can't blame you. It's pretty tough. The whip looks tricky. That swinging, that swinging, that was really giving me a rough time. There we go. All right, it looks like I've got to get him 9 times. We're gonna get right down to the wire on this, I guess. Oh, thank goodness. We did it, and we are out of there. Okay, another race. Hopefully we can win another continue, right? Groovy. Hey, thank you for the trophies. We really fought for it that time. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. So that electrified rock is a power-up. I thought it was an obstacle, so I'd been avoiding it. I'm glad I decided to experiment. Okay, so I feel like we were probably trying to collect 50 of those blue bubbles. Didn't quite make 50. Yeah, it didn't give us a continue this time. That groovy screen is kind of washed out, just like the white screens in the Sonic game were. Down the tubes. Alright, so I remember playing this game when I was a kid. I remember renting this game, and this level was as far as I could get when I rented this game. Got a big cartoon dog causing us trouble. I know what I need to do. Yeah, it's hide from him. That guy coming back? Did he disappear? I don't know. Oh no, more swinging. Okay, see this one over here. Does it take us up? It does. I don't know if we wanted to go up or to the left. Oh. So the sign here down at the bottom, it's difficult on my CRT to see the C and the D in this word, so I thought it says closed. I thought it said lose. Open? Oh, the hamster. Nice. Oh, not nice. Oh, I gotta attack. Okay. And I gotta be really careful now. So this is the part specifically that I feel like this was the major roadblock for me in this game, is driving these submarines around. They're very fragile, and your air is very limited, so you gotta hurry. I assume it's because of air is why we're hurrying. I think that's what that countdown must mean. Here we got another place where we got a choice. We could go up or we can go over here to the right. Oh. We can go up there. Well, but we can't get through here, so... oh, and I can't go up there. Weird. Some of these upward tubes will pull you up into them, and some of them won't. Hey, I've succeeded in going in a circle. Oh, hello 5-foot giant. I've never seen this game. Looks fun. This game is pretty cool. It's got a very zany, off-the-wall sense of humor to it. It's kind of tough. All the polish that they put in it to make it look really good comes somewhat at the expense of the gameplay. Because you can't always tell You can't always tell what platforms are, and things, hitboxes don't always make a lot of sense to me, but only mildly so. It's nowhere near like one of those situations where like the game is broken because of it or anything. It's still actually a really good game. And a lot of fun, just kind of hard. Oh no. See, my submarine is cracking a little bit because I'm bouncing into stuff. Is this it? Are we almost there? I'm not exactly sure where I'm going. No. Oh, here it is. Quick. Oh, right. At least there isn't the Sonic out of air music. Indeed. Yes, it's definitely, it's stressful enough. Oh no. I don't know if I can get past this guy. Maybe the whip. Well, I wasn't having any luck getting past that guy, so I thought, oh, maybe I'm supposed to let him grab me. And I actually still think that might be the case, that I'm supposed to let that guy grab me in that part. But I didn't have enough health to survive the situation. Okay, so here we go again. What am I doing spending time picking stuff up? I don't have time for this. No, I thought that was the way I was supposed to go. Oh, I need air. No, it's right there. Oh, we were so close. Oh, that stays open. I keep going back. I keep coming back up here for no reason. It's not a good idea. It just gives the enemies more opportunities to ruin my day. Man, the first air supply is like really close, and then we really have to travel for them. We gotta hurry. I think that's our last air fill up. So we really need to make it all the way around. No time to mess around with bonus weapons. Okay, what do I do about this guy? He seems to be invincible. Yeah, see, I thought I was supposed to do that. Oh, all right. Hey, we made it through. Wonderful.
Groovy, 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 groovy.
Just for anyone who's curious, I'm the one who's making him say groovy on that screen. By pushing any button, he'll say groovy. 2 brace. Oh no, there's another one. It's another underwater level. Oops. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. Oh, nice. Secret health. Yes, I'll take it. Okay, another hamster. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to see those guys in time to react to them. Oh no. I love that it says groovy. Oh, this can't be good. It's giving me so much air. That means we've only got one shot at this, I'm sure. And it's gonna be so far away. Going slow like this is probably not a good idea. I like the music on this stage. How in the world am I supposed to pull this off? Oh no. I didn't even see the ending. I was going, I mean, that's as fast as I can go. I don't know. I don't know how you're supposed to get past those guys without just having to pay the health tax. It seems to me that there's no way. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, nice. I'm gonna try to go faster. I don't know... I have a feeling this is gonna get us exploded. It is very, very difficult to react in time to the changes in the direction of the tunnels. Very difficult. I think one more bump is going to kill me. Well, I'm glad I was wrong, but... Where is the end? How does anyone make it through here? This is absolutely insane. Am I going the wrong way? Is there a correct path I'm supposed to take? If I take the wrong one, then I just suffer in an endless tube that can't be escaped. What is going on? This one section of this one level is going to eat up my entire continue. How have we not exploded yet? Never mind. Never mind, we have. There's the explosion. I know. I know. Right on cue. My CRT is really not helping my situation here either. I wish I could adjust the hold position because it crops. My CRT crops an extra ½ inch off of each side of the screen. So, I mean, I have limited reaction time to begin with, but losing a ½ inch off of my field of view is no good either. I would just watch it on the capture, but the capture is slightly delayed, so I don't know that it would make it any better. The input's delay if I watch the capture. I just got a world of problems. I just need to get good. No. Okay, can I go up? I was wondering if I could go up through there, but I saw there was, perhaps you saw as well, there was a little gap there. I was wondering, like, maybe that's the right way to go, but we may never find out. This is our last life. We're in bad shape, my friends. I definitely want to watch a speedrun of this game now. I want to see how a speedrunner gets through here with, like, you know, perfect accuracy. I think that would be very satisfying to watch after all this suffering. By the way, that was your cue. That was your cue, somebody, to, in the chat, write, wait a minute, you mean this isn't a speedrun? Oh, look at that. Last second. Oh yeah, that would be cool to see. I think it would. I think it would feel very rewarding to know that at least somebody has gotten their revenge on this level for us. Ah, oh, last second indeed. All right, and we took out the boss. Was this a Sega game? So I'm playing this on Super Nintendo, but it was also released for the Sega, for the Genesis. I think there are some slight differences between the two games, but they're more or less the same game. I think there's like 1 or 2 levels that are different. And, you know, some of the, like, aesthetic and presentation stuff. I don't know if I have the Genesis version of this game. I think I have. I think this game was released on Game Boy as well, or you know, a version of it. It wouldn't be this game, but oh no, I better speed up. Oh no, he's right there. There are 2 sequels to this game. There's a Earthworm Jim 2 on the Super Nintendo. I don't know if that was... I don't know if Earthworm Jim 2 was on Genesis or not. That one might have just been Super Nintendo. And there was an Earthworm Jim 3D on the Nintendo 64, which is, I think, regarded as a pretty terrible game. I'm not sure what we're doing. I think I'm supposed to be pushing this guy into the wall or something. Oh. There we go. There's what we're supposed to do. What a weird level. I don't think I've ever played this before. This is very strange. Alright, hey, did we get him? We did. We gotta do it again, though. Right out of the gate. Come out swinging. Oh, no. Oh, no, it didn't pay off. Oh, what a shame. So that's it. We're out of we're out of continues. We got to take it from the top. We'll do another round. I'll give it another try. See if I can make it further with more continues in the pocket. Hopefully. What? Oh. That was the demo. It didn't actually accept my start input. I was wondering why it was starting on the wrong stage. So I think I was wrong about the cows. As you can see, look, there's a cow on the sign here. But I think it's Earthworm Jim 2 that has a whole bunch of cows in it. Aside from that sign, I don't recall seeing a single cow in this game. Oh no, wait, there's one right here. I think you know what's about to happen. I don't know where to. I don't know where we launched that cow to or why. I don't think we ever see it again to find out what the purpose of that was. You can do it. I have been betrayed. Moo. I mean, I think that cow knew what was up. After all, she was standing on top of that plank waiting for us to come along, it seems. Nice. Whole bunch of extra ammo. So we actually have unlimited ammo. Like, I know it puts a number next to our blaster down there, but if you use up all of your ammo and go down to 0, it slowly regenerates over time. I think up to 100. So running out of ammo is an inconvenience, but it doesn't actually mean you're out of ammo. No, let go of me. Sure how to get that one up. Don't seem to be able to go through the wall. I love the way he moves across this chain. It's so weird. It's so weird. He's got a prehensile head. Oh, look, there's a hook on this level too. Oh, nice. We were on the water level, and I said that I liked the music. I think it was the same music that's on this level. I don't think it was a track unique to that level. The music in this game is a lot of fun. I enjoy it. There's a lot of variety to it. Oops. I think one of the Sonic games has bonus levels that are kind of like this. I haven't played it, but I've seen footage of it. I think I'd definitely take that over the bonus levels from Sonic 1. Those gave me a tough time. Hello, Sparrow. Welcome to Earthworm Jim. This is my second attempt at this game. My first attempt didn't go very well. So we're going to see if we can make it a little further. So hopefully we can do better on this level. Last time we were here, I was kind of bleeding lives. I mean, I guess to be fair, that's actually the way every level was going after the first one. So it's a bit too early to tell if we're doing any better or worse. Nice. Okay. So I think the chicken... I don't know. The chicken seems to restore a whole lot of health. I don't know if it takes us back up to 100 automatically, or... Alright. I did something good and then I immediately undermined it by getting damaged. Do I want to... I want to jump down there and try using that hook. I definitely want to get that chicken. Like this? Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Let's try to use the hook. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? Well, it was all lost. Am I supposed to be able to jump to that platform? Is this like a shortcut? I don't know. Can't do the helicopter thing for long enough. I think I've got to go all the way around again. All I did was throw away progress. Okay, but we are still at full health, so nothing to complain about there. Progress, who needs that? Oh. That's a good attitude. That's a good attitude to have in this part that's coming up, where I gotta do the multiple swings again. There he is. I knew I was walking into an enemy. Okay, this one is the teleport. Go fight the snowman. The level design is so wonky, I know. I was saying that earlier, like, the levels just kind of... The path through the level is so circuitous. It feels just haphazard. And, like, the visuals in the game are really nice, but as I was saying earlier, it's the visuals are nice at the expense of the gameplay to a degree. It's hard to tell where things are in relation to your character a lot of the time, and what things can be interacted with. I have a lot of difficulty knowing if something is a wall that's obstructing my progress, or if it's a background decoration. As I also said, it's not game-breakingly bad. It just leads to minor inconveniences here and there. Can't tell if the surface is reminiscent of toffee and chocolate, or if I'm just hungry. It kind of looks like, not the top part, but the, like, supporting parts of the floor here. Kind of look like peanut brittle if you took and picked all the peanuts out of it. Alright, so here's the part. We got to do a double swing here. And this part is... I find this part to be very difficult. Today is day 1 of me going on a shake diet. What are you putting in your shakes? I just thought it was the bubbling effect when you make your own toffee. Actual lava on a stovetop. I think I know, yeah, I think I know what that looks like. I've never actually made toffee myself. I've never made peanut brittle either, though. But I think I've seen footage of toffee being made. Oh, like those Soylent things. This is a very low-calorie diet. Shake sachet type thing? Meal replacement, essentially. Well, I hope it produces the results you're after. I don't envy you, though. That doesn't sound that doesn't sound like it would be very pleasant to me. No. Speaking of unpleasant. Now I have to do the swing again. It's called OptiSlim and comes in powder form. You mix it with water. Alright, we made it. We made it. I'm not going to mess... I really want the health that's down here, but I don't want to mess around and throw our progress away and have to redo that, because that's no fun. So I think we're just going to try and tough it out here. It's probably not going to go well. It's not going to be amazing, I know, but a friend who was admittedly very heavy to start with has lost 40 kilograms on it. And 40 kilograms is about 88 pounds. Thank you for converting that for me. Yeah, I think I would have got it right. I think I knew to estimate a kilogram as basically half a pound, but Oh no, I didn't even see him. He really surprised me that time. Thanks for the conversion to freedom units. The sound effects in this are so 90s Nickelodeon. I mean, it is of that era. Oh no. Sometimes he attacks so fast. I just don't know what to do.
Groovy.
Okay, I really want to try and get 50 of these blue orbs. Can I make it happen? Oh. Let's not do stuff like that. Coming for you. Oh, he got the speed boost and I didn't. That's not good. See ya. Okay, now let's see if we get another continue. Yes! Beautiful. That's what we need. Glorious, beautiful continues.
Groovy.
I love it. I can't get enough of that groovy. Okay, we didn't explore over here to the left last time, so let's do this. I think the left and the upper path, they lead to the same place, it looks like. So what was the benefit of going up here, then? Oop. After my performance in Sonic 1, I realized that it does pay off to take it slow, particularly for Sonic 1. I made it to Spring Yard Zone and got a game over for not having any continues. Oop. From Sonic 2 onward, though, It's fine to throw caution to the wind for the most part. I'll keep that in mind. And actually, thank you for reminding me. I was kind of bummed. It was a shame that I missed when you were live, because I really wanted to tune in for that. But I did watch the VOD. Why didn't that work? There we go. I don't think, did I mistype it the first time? I don't think so. I don't think I knew it was case sensitive. That's weird. Anyway, for anyone that doesn't know, Sparrow is streaming games on his channel now, and so you might want to click that link and give him a follow, so you can catch when he goes live. Unlike me, who missed it. By the way, did you have a good lunch this weekend? I had a great lunch. We went to a steakhouse. And weirdly enough, everyone that I ate with was complimenting how good the salads were. I wouldn't know though, because I don't often eat salads. That whole terrified picky eater thing coming up again. I have to say, Sparrow, it was a very amusing and surreal experience to watch another streamer impersonating me on stream. When you're talking about my signature, oh no. That gave me quite a laugh. Oh no. Speaking of which, man, those guys lined up perfectly to wreck my day right there. These parts are so rough. This isn't even, you know, a bad one comparatively. Although, I do think there's a good chance I'm not going to make it. Quick. Go, Jim, go. Okay. Oh man, but speaking of not making it, I've got to figure out how to get past this guy. Why is he invincible? Yeah. What am I supposed to do about this guy? Oh no! Now I'm dead. I was just thinking, there's probably another way in. That's probably what I'm supposed to do, is find a different way in. Well, now I'm going to get there with full health, so it's like, I guess I have to decide, do I... Oh, no. I have to decide, do I want to take the, do I just want to pay the health tax and get past that guy the way I know? Or do I want to try looking for another entrance and risk running out of air? I think I'm going to pay the health tax. I was going to clip it and send it to you. Did you like the go really fast animation? I made that for a friend a few years ago. The whole Sonic Hedgehog thing makes me laugh so much. Yes, your overlay was quite nice. And the fact that it was animated was just an extra special touch. Extra special touch of complete silliness. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with silliness. I think silliness is to be appreciated and commended. This level is starting to remind me of Subnautica. I actually haven't played that game. I've seen the most bare minimal amount of footage from it, so I don't really know anything about it. But I mean, it can't be denied that they are similar in that you're traveling around underwater. I really like that we made it past those guys this time without getting absolutely brutalized. Well. Just a sneak peek, I guess, so we know where that 1-up is, as if we had time to go looking around for 1-ups. I noticed that. I didn't notice people asking about it. I must have missed that part of the chat. But I did notice that you picked some some rather random and silly tags. The beginning of the music to this level greatly resembles Kraftwerk's We Are the Robots. I'm not familiar with that either. So this part is where I really bled lives last time. Getting through here is really, really tough. It lasts forever, and you have to go so fast. And there's so many opportunities to damage your sub. So we probably won't make it through here for the first several tries. This part is just a major roadblock. Frownie's true nemesis, going fast. my mortal enemy. Just to clarify, this part reminds me of Subnautica because there's a point where you get a small sub, and at least for me, I spend the most parts smashing it to the point where it breaks. Alright, well, I don't need to play Subnautica then. It sounds like I've already played it. It sounds exactly like this. They definitely didn't want anyone beating this game on a rental. I think that's what this level is all about. This level should have been titled, "Your trial period has expired." I think we were getting so close. When you see those little blue lights there at the end, I think that means we're close. And again, I just couldn't pull it off. Exactly. You can still play, however, it will not be possible to beat this stage. I really can't afford those backward bounces. I can't afford them health-wise or time-wise. They're a double setback. You know, I actually thought I was making it through here with less damage. This is not true. Please, submarine, don't explode. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can't believe it. Ah, groovy never sounded so good. It's so nice, so nice to be out of there. Gotta say, if I never played that stage again, it would be too soon. I mean, I'm sure we'll be back there, because I don't think I'm gonna finish this game tonight necessarily. But we're gonna try and get further. Unfortunately, I think I missed too many of the orbs. Oh, I just need one more, right? Oh, and I need to win. And I think we did. Well done, thank you. Groovy. Thank you for the trophy, Scouts. Ah, look at that. Look at all those continues. I know, so many. Jealous of the continues. I think I'm damaging myself more than I'm damaging this guy. Hey. You cut that out. I have a very unsatisfactory level of control over what I'm doing. I really cannot say that I approve of their decision to have your health roll over between stages instead of being renewed. That was a really, really bad design decision. That's cruel. It is so cruel. And that's an instant death. These are like super villain levels of unfriendliness to the player. I just need to hit him one more time. And then, of course, survive. Do I have to do a round 3? I do have to do a round 3. This game wins hands down for having the most creative levels. It has got a lot of variety in it. I like that. I don't always like the tasks that I have to do, but I like that there are so many different types of tasks. Man, I haven't got a single hit on this guy yet. It doesn't actually count as a hit until I knock him into the wall, I don't think. I say until as if it's something that's likely to happen. What is the strategy for this? I can't get him close enough to the wall. And when he is, I'm too high up to hit him. No. Hit him on the way up. I'm trying to hit him in both directions. On the way up, I'm so much higher up than he is. He doesn't bounce like I do. I don't have control over how high I bounce. I can influence it very, very slightly. Like here, see, he's lower than me on the way up most of the time. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't think there's any way to pull this off. Man, if they were determined to leave this part in the game, they should have made this the last boss, because this is absolute misery. There we go. There we go. That actually worked a little bit. Too little, too late, but I think I have an idea. This is impossible. I don't think I've ever seen a bungee level in a game before. This is so interesting. I can't think of a level quite like it. Look, he hurt himself. That was awesome. We need more of that. Okay. I got an idea. Nope. No. I think you're onto something now. Slightly. It's not working very well. I seem to be able to lure him to a side. But I still have the trouble of having to get around him after he's there. I can't stay ahead of him in regard to health, though. No, don't bite me. No. I can't believe they managed to put in something worse than the submarine. I'd rather do that. I take back everything I said about the submarine. I'd rather be there now. No, I pushed the wrong way. This is definitely the best I've done, but I think I'm one hit away from losing. No. I was so close. Oh. All of my beautiful continues. All gone. What an awful, miserable experience this level is. Oh. I feel like I've gotten 3 hits in on him, but according to his health bar, it doesn't look like I've done anything. That wasn't a hit. No. It was going well, and now it's all for nothing. I'm so unbelievably frustrated. I wish that sea monster down there was an obstacle for both of us. I wish it would one hit kill him and give me a win. Stay away from me, you jerk. Stop with the spinning. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, did we do it? Are we done? If there's a round 4, I'm going to set this cartridge on fire. Oh. Oh my goodness. Never again. Never do I want to do that again. No. Oh, we need to turn this around. We need to beat him. We need to get a continue. There's so many things we need. Oh, there he goes. I think that's it. We just have to stay in the lead. That is the most satisfying groupie yet. Oh, thank you for the trophies. Thank you for the well done. We got one of our continues back. What horror awaits? Level 5. It's just called level 5. Good thing we got that continue, huh? Come to think of it, square/4:3 screens make platform games that much harder. You can see less in front and behind you. So I don't think you were here earlier, but I was already crying about that earlier on. But specifically because my CRT crops the edges off of the screen by about a half an inch. So I have even less reaction time than it appears for you guys. I mean, I have no one to blame but myself. It's my insistence upon using ancient hardware. sure. Oh, I can jump on this. Oh man, this is going to be challenging, isn't it? Very challenging. And for this game in particular, the half-inch really matters. It sure does. What kind of TV is it? It's an Apex. I think it's a 12-inch monitor. It's not a brand that I've heard of, aside from this one TV that I happen to own. Yuck, I forgot about the swinging part at the end of this. That time I remembered it, I just did poorly at it. CRTs, like everything else, have really gone up in price. For the most part, especially smaller ones. Weirdly, larger TVs, I think, are easier to find for cheaper. Where I've just had luck with it. I don't know that I would call it luck, because I don't really want a large TV, but... can I go down here? What? Oh, I didn't know I could jump on those. What did that knocking that thing over do for me? I can't tell. Do I have to go back now? Oh, yeah. Now it's working. Okay. Oop. Makes sense. Nobody wants the bulk of the larger ones if it's only to play a few games here and there. Yeah. Hello, Zinshan. An absolute classic. This game is brutalizing me. This game is tough. As so often happens on my streams, I'm having a pretty good time, but I am suffering and crying a lot, so you would be hard pressed to believe it. That's very weird. Okay, I like this. Now that I know what I'm doing, I like this part. I said up at the top of the stream, I said, I don't think I've ever beaten this game before. I know absolutely with 100% certainty I've never even come close to beating this game now. First I was like, oh, I don't know, I can't really remember. There's no way that there is no way I would forget the horrors that this game has put me through. I love this game. It's so hard, but so fun. I've only beaten it once. The underwater level always wrecked me as a kid. Me too! The underwater level wrecked me as an adult. But that was another thing I was saying. I remember renting this game when I was a kid. And I don't believe I was able to ever get past the underwater level. The submarine part is just too difficult. I don't know where we're going. Kind of neat, though. Oh, I want that chicken. Yes, give me that chicken. Okay, looks like I got another one of these. I think this game was my introduction to my gamer rage. Whenever the glass would break, I would just scream. Oh, man. Yes, this game is very rage-inducing. And actually, I found that water part was a pleasure compared to the bungee jumping stage. I just got done suffering through the bungee jumping, and man, that was miserable. I want that chicken. Yes, give me that chicken. I so want to clip that. You go right ahead. You're more than welcome to make all the clips of my stream that you want. Am I climbing up? Where am I? Oh, okay. There's more of these. Whoa. Orbs. I get it. Maybe I don't get it? Oh, okay. It's very confusing to find your way around in this game sometimes. The level design is just sprawling and very confused. Sorry, Frownie. No apologies needed. I never played the SNES version before, but I saw it at a game store the other day for $100 in box. I have very few boxed or manualed games in my collection. I have a lot more manuals than I have boxes. Like for the Super Nintendo, I've got Mega Man X, A Link to the Past, Killer Instinct. I think that's it for American releases for SNES games that I have the box for. I got A Link to the Past complete in box like 5 or 6 years ago. I got it for $20. What's an absolute steal. What am I supposed to do here? Oh my. Oh my. Alright, this is cool. Those are all amazing games to have in box. They are. My copy of Killer Instinct is actually still sealed. I'm not much of a fighting game guy, so I never felt the need to open it. I picked that one up. I picked that up in. I actually bought that in Korea, but it is the American release. I don't know. I don't know how it made its way over there without ever getting open, but it made its way back to the States with me. So it's a copy that's been everywhere. Get a case and get it graded. Oh no, no way. The whole video game grading stuff is it's a scam. I don't believe in that. I don't buy it at all. I think that is nonsense. That game is more well-traveled than me. What does it mean, just evaluation? Getting in a case can at least preserve it longer. I mean, I have no problem with you know, putting your games in nice cases and even sealing them up if you're well, I do have a problem with sealing them up because games are meant to be played, not just put on a shelf. But but the whole grading thing is all a bunch of nonsense. It's like you know, and what that is, Sparrow. It's like when people get comic books graded and they get them sealed. Like, there are people that they want the same thing with they do the same thing with video games, but it's not. It's a different medium. I don't think it makes sense for video games. I think it's just a racket. It's more of a flex than anything. I think it makes sense with paper, as it's very much a consumable. For the case containing digital media, however, it's a bit bizarre. Like, I collect retro games. Like, I think that there is value and importance to collecting and preserving these old cartridge games and stuff. But I think the whole grading of them, like all that contributes to a type of collecting where the games are never played, and at that point, like, I don't agree with that. I think games should be collected to be played and enjoyed, and not... I don't know. It's, I mean, people can do whatever they want, but I'm just, it's disappointing to me when someone is interested in collecting games only because because they see them only as an investment. They don't collect them because they like playing games. They collect them because it's something to be hoarded and eventually resold for a profit. And I don't really have a problem with reselling things for a profit either, but I mean, it's just, I don't know. When you do it at the expense of what games are created to be, then it's a real shame. Is all it is. I gotta get out of here. There's just too much bad stuff going on. What? Let me see. I agree that games should be played, not sit on shelves, but I'm also an advocate for emulation too, and that's because people are ruining it by charging absurd amounts for the original media. The kind of collecting irks me too. It really suggests that the game itself doesn't mean much, especially since the cat has been out of the bag with emulation for so long now. I agree you shouldn't buy a game just for profit. Make sure to enjoy the game too. But there's some crossover with that and record collecting, which is something I was into for many years. I've never been into vinyls and record collecting, but I get the appeal of it. Okay, what I need to do is get through here quickly so I don't waste all my ammo on these eyeballs. I'm not going to get through here at all. I'm taking way too much damage. The MP3 will never be as good as the vinyl kind of thing. I've just never really been that big of an audio or video file. Like, I've got a pretty low threshold for like what is acceptable quality to me. I mean, if you haven't noticed my poor quality of capture footage that I'm okay with on my streams, if that didn't clue you in already, that I'm like, it's a very low level at which I'm like, it's good enough. How am I supposed to get through here? This place is a nightmare. The worm whip might help with those guys. I was actually kind of thinking that. So that's good to be confirmed. What? Oh yeah, look, he went right away. Still, unfortunately, there's still 40,000 of every other enemy. Okay, get him. What? Go away. Go away. Hey, I think that was a little better. I don't know, I can't tell. Stop grabbing the ledge, man. Maybe the whip will help me with this thing, too. Oh, yeah, okay. Why wasn't I doing that before? Oh, I'm so foolish. All those wasted lives. No, go away, go away. Go away is 100% me when playing video games. Oh, this is it. This is our last continue. I need to buckle down and pay attention. Or we're not gonna make it out. You know the strat now, you got this. Okay, I'm back at the start though, I think. That's a little unfortunate. Okay, this part wasn't really tough though. It was just a matter of figuring out where to go. And remembering to swing. You got this. Whippy worm power to activate. Look at this. There we go. And now we head back. I don't think I can pick up that gun without risking serious injury or possibly death. So I think I'll leave that behind. Okay. If I can do this in one life, it should go a lot better, because I should have more ammo, I believe. Whoop. I'm not going to have more ammo because this part's going to use up a lot of it. Yeah. Use up a lot of my health. There it is. There's that chicken. I get hit by every single one of these. Oops. That wasn't good. What a terrible way to go. I fell right. Oh no. Oh no. My extra lives. Why? Why? Okay, that one I don't seem to be able to take care of. It's just a matter of run away, I guess. Oh, that was disgusting. I fall down that pit twice. I'm so upset by that. I'm still dwelling on it. You just jump up here? What? I don't remember what this was all about. Oh. Thought I was jumping to more of those sort of orb-based platforms. I don't know if I can walk past it when it's in the downward position, but I'm gonna assume I can't. Oh, yes. Oh, leave me alone. Hey, can I just grab onto this ledge? Nope. Seemed like I could. Oh. Yeah, I remembered that. We're doing kind of okay since I stopped throwing my lives away. Now let's see. This is the real challenge, right? Don't forget to whip. This guy, I'm just not sure what to do about him. Go away. I like that you qualified it as kinda okay, so she don't jinx everything. All right. Oh, an excellent timing, Master Tuesday. Thank you for the magic bean. I already had it paused. So there are 4 left in here. There's a gray one, a red one, a pink one, and a black one. I need to mix them around because I know what order they were in. Oh no, one of them fell down the thing. Alright, and let's see what we got. We got the red one. Oh, thank you, Zinchan. We'll do that too. Well, is it going to be spicy? No, but you know what it is? It's another cinnamon one. You know, I told you I had trouble telling the similar colored ones apart. This is a result of that. So there's some red flavor of jelly bean that never made it into the mix because I couldn't tell it and cinnamon apart, and now I got a second cinnamon bean. I don't like it. It's not awful and torturous, but it's also just not very good. I don't know. I don't really like cinnamon candies. Alright, switch the camera over and let's do 10 reps. Let's do press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, hitting my headphones, 9, and 10. Alright, and we come away stronger than we were before. Time to beat the level. Yes, I really hope so. Cinnamon is my second favorite flavor of jelly beans, but I have decidedly terrible taste. I like cinnamon. I like cinnamon in stuff. Pure cinnamon flavor, I'm not really crazy about. Something I haven't thought of in a long time is cinnamon toast. I like cinnamon toast. Man, I probably haven't had cinnamon toast in 15 years. Alright, well, we made it further. We haven't gotten this far yet, I don't think. So, that's shiny. It looks like I've got to hit that with my whip. Ooh, nice. Oh. Did I thought a 1-up came out. Did I not get a 1-up? What happened? I thought I picked it up, but it still says ×1. Oh my. What? What is this? Oh. I see there was a switch above my head. I haven't had cinnamon toast in a hot minute. My mom used to make it for me before for breakfast sometimes when I was young, and that's why I said I don't think I've had it in 15 years. I was like, just thinking of like a rough estimate of when I moved out of my parents' house. Come on, I really need this guy to pass away. Oh, that's it. I've been defeated. That's terribly disappointing. That's terribly disappointing. And now I have the decision to make. Do I want to try it again tonight, or do I want to save it for another night? I think I'm going to call my attempts on this game here. I think it's probably a better idea to switch over to something else. Because I really don't think my heart can take that that bungee cord level again. Not tonight, at least. You got really far, though. Good run. Thank you, Zinshan. Thank you for the encouragement. Yeah, I feel really bad that I didn't make it, but we gave it two good attempts, and we got further. We got further on the second attempt, so we did learn and get better. We'll pick this back up again. I'll try it again later this week. But I think I am gonna set this one aside for tonight and switch over to something else. Why don't we switch over to some Banjo-Tooie? I've still got tons of unfinished business in that game to take care of. So why don't we switch over to that? We'll do more of our backtracking. I was angry for you. You should have been angry at me the way that I was throwing my lives away on my last continue there. I just don't know. I couldn't figure out where the platforms were. Went right down a pit. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is take a short BRB for just like 4 or 5 minutes. As long as it takes me to sort of run upstairs and run back downstairs, and then get the game switched over. And we'll switch over to Banjo-Tooie for the rest of the night. So thank you very much for hanging out with me for Earthworm Jim. Sorry we couldn't make it all the way through tonight, but like I said, we'll give it another try sometime later this week, and hopefully we'll make it through. We'll keep improving, and we'll eventually beat it. But thanks for viewing. If you want to see more of my stream, just hang around, because there is more coming up. But if Banjo-Tooie's not your thing, don't worry about it. Hopefully I'll catch you again another night. But for now, I'll see you in just a few short moments.
Earthworm